some situations where letting go of conscious control can have amazing results.
When you're playing the blues, you have this kind of well-known musical structure, this template, and then you use that as a launch pad for improvisation and for innovation and for new ideas.
Charles Lim is a neuroscientist trying to understand how our brain operates when we are being truly creative.
It's going to be ill in the MRI. It's Dr. E freestyle.
And today, he's using a scanner to peer into the brain of educator and freestyle rapper Chris Emdin.
I wonder if I'm going insane as I'm freestyling, profiling, still wilding. It's going to be ill.
You ready for me?
Yes.
Okay, remember, keep your head still during the entire thing and try not to move your feet or your hands at all during the rapping.
All right, do the best I can.
Yeah, awesome, thank you.
First, Charles asks Chris to perform a memorized piece.
Now that memory means you're gonna do the memorized lyrics the way you originally wrote them, okay?
Okay.
Memory.
I'm a physicist, lyricist, but in this ridiculousness, so witness the ignorance I dismiss. Knows those emotionless, the topic of the course. Staying motionless to hit unbalanced force.
Next, he gives him a prompt and asks him to improvise, to create a new original piece on the spot.
He doesn't know what's coming, and that's going to be his cues for that.
Freestyle, physicist,
lyricists, MCs like this will always be kicking this. After all of that, it'll all be over. Lucky like I picked up all the clover. I can't move my shoulders because the MRI machine won't let me do it. But you want to know what it is that it's like. I'm like a baseball player the way I strike with the raps.
He's good.
So what does improvisation or spontaneous creativity look like in the brain?
What we found was that the prefrontal cortex that appears to be linked to effortful self-monitoring seemed to be turning off, deactivating in a pretty intense way in these highly trained professional musicians when they start improvising.
So in some sense, by letting go, by decreasing activation in the prefrontal cortex, we can sort of gain control of our lives in a way.
In fact, if you're too self-conscious and you're unable to relax and let go, you can't do something like this. When you start trying to put conscious control mechanism, your performance goes down.
So would you say this goes to any activity, really? If you're a professional tennis player or if you're trying to do a physical activity, that the more you're able to practice letting go, once you've learned the skill, the better you'll be.
Exactly.